Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, I'm Dominica and I do a little bit of makeup, skincare, all those good stuff. I'm not judging anyone. I don't use filters as I film. I might edit my picture for the thumbnail, but that's about it. So the reason we're here today is because I decided to compare two of my favorite foundations by Charlotte Tilbury. She has three different type of foundations, but I'm choosing them more the ones that everybody keeps talking about. So if you were wondering, about these two, because they're pretty expensive and you just don't want to waste your money, I'm going to do the review for you. I'm gonna use airbrush on my left side and the Magic foundation with SPF on my right. And so after that I should be able to tell you the difference between the two products as I'm applying them. And so if you're interested in learning more about those, just continue to watch, and I see you in a bit with no makeup. I'm gonna have my eye makeup done because I just didn't want this video to be 3 hours long. So that's why, if you were wondering. So yep, hang out with me and learn more about the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation and the Magic Foundation. So it's not a secret that I love Charlotte Tilbury products in general, and a lot of products that I'm using today is actually by her. But the main purpose of this video, and I'm gonna keep it as short as possible, that's why I even did my eye makeup already. We are comparing two of the most famous foundations of her. I think she has three different foundations to choose from, but the third one, which is very lightweight, hydrating type of foundation, I feel like it may not be something that I'm necessarily going to purchase because, like I said, it's a lightweight. It may give you very light coverage, maybe something perfect for summer. But today I'm comparing Airbrush Long Wear Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury, which is this one. And then I'm going to compare it to the Magic foundation because actually I got the airbrush first and then I went with the Magic foundation because they have serums, they have Magic concealer and all those great stuff. So yeah, I want to compare those two and kind of tell you everything that I was able to experience on my skin with this foundation, and I'm gonna give you a few facts about each of those foundations just to kind of give you an idea what they're for, what type of skin they actually targeting. I'm gonna apply with the brush on both sides just because this is my favorite way of doing it. I am not going to do it with the sponge because I feel that in some cases sponge takes too much of the product and then you never really get it back. So on my left I'm going to do the airbrush, and then on my right side I'm going to do the Magic foundation. So before that I'm just gonna put a little bit of a primer, and I'm trying to figure out what to use. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna use Becca's Velvet Blurring Primer, and I'm gonna link it in the description. Maybe not link it, but I'm definitely gonna give you an idea what it is in the description, just because I really like this primer. It makes it is tinted, it has a little bit shine to it and a little bit of a tint, which you don't really notice on your face, but what it does, it makes your skin so freaking smooth and it dries almost like a talc. Oh. And so you know me, I'm gonna go overboard with it, probably use too much of that primer. It dries very quickly, it's very velvety, well actually like more like silky. Okay, so just focusing on the T-zone. So let's go with the airbrush first. So what it is, it's a long wear foundation. It says that it stay on all night, all day and all night, which obviously I discourage you from. This is what the bottle looks like. I discourage you from wearing foundation all night, especially when you're asleep. This is a complete bullshit. You should definitely wash your foundation off. However, what they're trying to say is that foundation lasts so well and so long that you could easily wear it all night and it would make a difference. So let me just give you, I'm using my phone just to kind of get you a few stats. So this costs $44 on Sephora, has pretty good color selection, about 40 colors if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, around 40 colors to choose from. You can get all these stats on Sephora.com. And what it is, it's a long wear foundation, full coverage, matte finish, so I expect nothing less. I'm actually just gonna put a pump. I'm gonna use one pump because this one is just very durable. So I'm gonna put a little bit here, a little bit here, and for most part I know that it matches my my skin because I already did the digging and color matching, and I'm using color where is it, color 5. It says neutral 5, so that's my color. Obviously you have to do the matching on your own, and so what I'm doing now is just do what I normally do with the brush. I just try to blend all the areas pretty quickly because this foundation dries pretty quickly. And I use one pump. It gives you this beautiful poreless matte finish look, and oh my god, you can tell how beautiful this coverage is. Wow, I actually have to say, even though I've done this makeup already, well, not this makeup, but I've tried this foundation on already, and I just didn't remember how much I actually loved it and why I got it. So this is my long wear for maybe a long party or all day at work where I don't really have time to retouch anything. And as this one is drying, I'm gonna focus on the second portion of my face. This foundation, again, I'm gonna use the pump, and the color is going to be a little bit different. This one has a lot of yellow undertone, so that's this side here with the long wear matte finish. And so far as it's drying, I can tell you, yes, it's drying matte. It's a finish, it's a matte finish foundation, but it's not making my skin dry in any way. Doesn't tighten my skin or anything like that. No unpleasant sensations on my face. So now I'm gonna move on to the magic one, and I'm gonna give you some studs. So this one is medium to full buildable coverage foundation, also claimed to last pretty well. Let me give you the pricing on it. So this one is $44, so both foundations cost the same exact amount, and they both are 1 ounce, standard 1 ounce foundation if I'm not mistaken. So the way this one is different, first of all, it says medium to buildable full coverage, which is great because you can start small and then you can, oh my god, this blends even better. It also has matte finish, so as it dries matte, but again in a non-threatening way, in a good way, where you actually don't feel that your skin gets dry because the foundation gets matte. So it dries very quickly as well, which is a plus, like especially if you're in a hurry. Oh, I have to fix my hair. Okay, so they both are drying now, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply the bronzer, highlighter, all those good things, the setting powder, just to treat this as a regular way of applying makeup. As I apply both, obviously you can see the difference with the color on this side, on my left, and that's the airbrush, and this is the magic one, and I'm gonna let them dry for maybe a minute or two while I'm applying a little bit of a concealer. Honestly, I love the way both sides dry and the finish that I'm getting. I'm almost tempted to leave this the way it is because it is a little bit more matte than this one. However, so it's like I was thinking like maybe not to put a setting powder, but after that I'm gonna do it anyway. But this foundation, this side, dries beautifully as well, a little bit softer than this one. And honestly, I was going to say this is probably going to be my preference because of how quickly and easily this one blends. And you, like if you're in a hurry, like the formulation is a little bit more liquidy on this side. It's still very creamy, like when you look at both products, but this one goes on quicker. I feel that it blends quicker and a little bit better. This one definitely has this feel of a long wear foundation. So for those that like very medium light coverage, I would probably go with this one. I would not recommend this airbrush for extremely dry skin, although it says all skin types, so it shouldn't really do anything bad to your skin. But this one is a little bit on it. I don't want to say drier, but it's a little bit more matte than this one, and I kind of like this one because of that. So I'm trying to stay away from concealers and from foundations that are extremely long wear, extremely matte finish. I'm not digging that look as much. Okay, so let's see, where is my bronzer? I think I'm just gonna use Urban Decay Naked Skin, and I'm going to go with this one. A little bit too much product for my liking. Alright, so as I'm applying the bronzer, and to heck with my hair, because now it's going to be bronze. Ugh, just hate this hair like this, wavy and not prepared for camera. Okay, so as I'm applying the bronzer, I can tell that it applies beautifully over that powder, the finishing powder. So honestly, I think the Tilbury setting powder is also something you probably would want to invest in if you like the brand, because it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful product, makes your skin so soft. And then as I'm going with my bronzer and all the other product, it makes so much sense. My face is like a canvas prepped for other good stuff that I'm going to use. So now let's go with I'm not gonna bother with the blush. Blush is not really my thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I have plenty of blushes, I love the way they look, but recently I've been trying to like do quicker tutorials and whatnot. So again, I'm going with the Film Star Bronze and Glow by Charlotte Tilbury. It's also a mini version, which is pretty nice because it actually is very, very nice. And it has like a light, very light bronzer and highlighter. So I'm just going to use the highlighter portion of that palette. Wow. See, I absolutely love this highlighter. Again, I just cannot say enough good things about Charlotte Tilbury product. They go on so nicely and so smoothly. And unfortunate thing about them is the price, because the original is like 50 something dollars, the original size. And then, so this is going to be it for the face. And honestly, this whole time as I'm applying, I love the feel. Absolutely love the feel. Absolutely love the way it applies over like the other product will apply over the foundation. I think it's pretty sick. I love it. And now my skin, even though I have two different colors on each side of my face, it kind of blended it all nicely together. Even though this side, I can tell the difference obviously, and it's more yellow. The finish, I love, love, love how the bronzer, the highlighter, the powder apply over the foundation. The foundation doesn't shift, doesn't move, stays in place. So I absolutely love that. So I'm just going to use the Pillow Talk lip liner, which is kind of like a dusty rose slash nude, and I absolutely love it. And Kajah Earhart lipstick. It goes pretty well with this as well. Okay, final thoughts. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's finished. I love the softness of this makeup, of entire makeup. I am in love with Charlotte Tilbury's product. Too bad they're so expensive, but I think if you're like me and have so much makeup and it's harder and harder to justify some products, honestly, this is something you're probably gonna keep going back to because it's so good. And the formula, the way it feels on your skin, doesn't irritate my skin in any way. And even that like long wear side, it's pretty cool. Like, I really, really like it. It doesn't look too dry, it doesn't look too matte or anything like that. So I'm a big fan, and honestly, I thought after this video I would be able to tell you which of the foundations I like better, but the truth is I'm gonna use both, not the way I used in this tutorial, but I'm gonna be switching between them. This may be my winter or a long party to go to type of foundation, and this may be, the Magic Wand is probably my everyday because it just goes in. It's a perfect match for my skin when it comes to the color and the texture. Honestly, If you were wondering whether or not to try those foundations, please do. You're not gonna regret it. They both beautiful, beautiful products. I'm leaning more towards my everyday, which is the Magic, but it's really hard to make the final decision. But that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm trying to keep them shorter, better for you. So let me know what you think. Leave the comment behind. Please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And I will see you in my next video.